In terms of being a news reporter, I get to travel a lot. I get to meet really cool people, interviewing presidents. So I think that's an opportunity that money cannot buy. And it's great because they're paying me. I'm Patchari Raksawong Kinsp. I am a news presenter. My job, quite diverse. I teach at various universities and then I also MC events. I am hosting events and master of ceremonies. I also host a TV program. I do radio programs as well and I also read the news for NHK. In terms of being a news reporter, I get to travel a lot. I get to travel to many places where it's considered a bit more dangerous. I get to meet really cool people, like I actually met Aung San Suu Kyi. I was at Malacanang Palace in Manila interviewing presidents and things like that. So I think that's an opportunity that money cannot buy. And it's great because they're paying me. I get paid to do all these things, to travel and to meet really cool people. In terms of news reading, there are certain things that you need to be skillful at. First, language expertise. So I cannot read the news in Thai because my Thai is not good enough. But when it comes to English, I feel more comfortable. And so on top of language expertise, you need to be impartial, meaning you can't take sides. And another thing that you need to have is background information. That means you need to breathe and sleep and eat and everything news. So you can't just know what's happening in the moment, but sometimes there's a history that goes back, my goodness, a long time ago, to sort of like understand all of that so that when there is time that there is an opportunity for you to show that you are in the know, then you use that opportunity to let the audience know that you are credible and that you know your information. Once you've been in the business for a while, I think the obstacles get less and less and less. Very oftentimes it's the pronunciation of the proper nouns. For example, people's names like Angela Merkel or Vietnamese Prime Minister Nguyen Tan Dung, and it's written in a different way. It's not phonetically read the way it's written and things like that, or really long names like Susilo Bambang Yudhoyono, and then you want to laugh because it's so funny. It sounds funny, to us. No disrespect to the person. But I think things like that, and also when you have technical glitches while you are on air, for example, next news, and you have to not panic, or at least you're panicking inside, but outside you can't let the audience know or detect that you are actually sort of like going through an issue internally, and you have to make it smooth. I think that's one of the many challenges. And once again, if you're experienced and you've been doing it for a while, you pretty much know how to remain calm and keep the show going. If you are interested in being a news reporter, a journalist in English, you need to definitely practice and brush up on your English. English is extremely important, and you really need to know about what's happening around the world. So you need to continuously update yourselves and keep on injecting more information into your head, into your heart, into your soul. Breathe, eat, sleep, news, like I said, because that's really important as well. And I think it's all about delivery. I mean, you can have really good English, but not everybody can be a news reporter because they are not able to present the news. Now, when you are a news presenter, many people say, oh, you're a news reader. It's not reading. You have to have the art of storytelling. I think that's very important. And English news reading is very much English storytelling. So you need to practice that. You need to hit the nail on the head in the sense that you have to be an actor, actress as well, because each news has a different tone to it. You've got sad news, but you can't be all sad and all, emotional along with the news, but at least your tone has to sort of change according to the feel of that particular news story. So happier news, you can smile. So it's a bit of acting and using the skill of a storytelling and communicating it across. So I think those are very key. So basically, once again, I'll recap. English language, being knowledgeable and being sort of like wanting to know, devour news all around you, and also the art of storytelling with the right mood, with the right tone.
Safety, please fasten your seatbelt, put your seat upright, secure your tray table to its original position, and keep your window shades fully open. Please. What other things about you do you think that is an advantage and will help to further promote tourism?
So if you do want to practice English for news reading or news presenting, definitely watch a lot of news. And we live in a digital era. You've got Google, you've got CNN, you've got BBC, all the news channels, be it podcasts, etc. You can do a lot of that. Watch how people are reading it. Watch how people are doing it. You can even watch children's news telling programs. You can start off with that because it's simpler and it's simplified. Everything is simplified. And on top of that, you need to get a newspaper or just get a story. And mind you, news doesn't have to be boring. News can be more than political news, economic news. It could be weather reports. And when it is weather report, you can be more colorful in your presentation. You can, more active. It could be fashion news. So plenty of different types of news, and whatever you like, put yourself in that. Do a lot of role playing, bring out a script and start to read in the correct feel and bring in the acting to it. And it's very different from Thai news reading, because Thai news reading, especially royal news, it's very flat, isn't it? You're just watching and it's very flat. But English news is different, okay? You wear less makeup, sometimes you don't even have to wear a suit, and you can sort of play along, and your body language, your facial gestures, bring that all to life for the audience to fully understand what you're trying to communicate across or what story you're telling, and things like that. Yeah, so have fun with it, practice, watch, do that. Do a lot of watching, do a lot of practicing.